Hi, I'm Vince Bagarosa with Senior Perspectives. Senior Perspectives is a show produced by the film production class here at the Senior Citizens Activities Network. The show includes topics important to the senior community. These topics can include health, benefits, recreation, the arts, and charitable institutions. If you would like to join our TV production class or any of our other classes, languages, which include languages, acting, dancing, exercise, too numerous to mention all. One of the things that we're going to talk about today is longevity. It looks like the CDC has basically said that many of us
will live to be 85.
Will live to be 85.
Yes.
Now, how is that going to be?
Well, I hope.
And why do they say that?
Well, of course, medical has gotten better in our lifetimes. And if you think about it, I'm an old-timer, okay? I'll tell you that. I'm a senior, for sure. But in our lifetime, medicine has made leaps and bounds. What we do today, when we were children, was science fiction. So we're all going to live better because of that. And then there's better nutrition also. So yes, most of us could probably live to be 85 and in fairly good health.
Yeah, I was watching this Blue Zone series on National Geographic.
Right.
And the person who narrates it said that many of the countries around the world, people live to 100 years old.
Exactly.
Basically because they're included in the community.
Yes, you know, it's not just medical, it's maybe here in the States we don't appreciate older people. We don't give them the benefit of being included in everything. Exactly. When you get to a certain age, you're kind of pushed to the side, so you have to stay involved. And SCAN is very good for that. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you active, and both physically and mentally. And you have to stay mentally active, and you also have to advocate for yourself. You have to put yourself out there. So if you're not working and you sit home all day, well, you're going to rust.
He does mention that the brain is a muscle, and you got to keep it working like all the other muscles. So it's to be moving, keep your brain active. The classes here at SCAN
they're wonderful for that. And not only is the class that you're learning something, but you're with other people. And you do need interaction with other people, face-to-face interaction. If you're just talking on the phone or texting with someone, it helps, but it's not the same as personal eyeball-to-eyeball interaction.
He also said that many of the maladies that people suffer can be associated with isolation.
Oh, yeah.
And loneliness.
And loneliness, yes. Depression is very widespread among the senior population. And that can be seasonal depression or it could be a clinical depression, but it can be overcome. We may be the first generation, let's say, to openly talk about mental health, depression, bipolar. In my own family, I'll tell you right now, I'm depressed. I've been depressed my whole life. I'm on medication for it. But I tell people about it. And I don't make a secret of it. I talk to many people. And there have been people that I've worked with, coworkers, who have come to me and said, can I talk to you privately? And they tell me what they're going through. And I would tell them where to get help. Okay, I'm very open about it.
But you're not afraid to seek that help out?
Absolutely not, no. I think about my uncles, generation behind me, and they all self-medicated, which was the worst thing that you could do, you know? But you didn't talk about mental health. You certainly didn't talk about cancer. If someone was ill, they have cancer. You know, no one said the word out loud. If someone had a mental problem, it's, they're a little odd.
Don't air your dirty laundry.
Yeah, exactly. We don't talk about it, it's not there.
Talk about that.
But we're the first generation who wants to advocate for ourselves, and I do stress that. A lot of people, older people, go to the doctor. And my mother was a great example of this. She would go to the doctor, and the doctor would say, oh, Mrs. Cook, how do you feel today? She said, you tell me. You have to advocate for yourself. And if you can't be honest with your doctor, who can you be honest with?
Well, I think in your case, you follow what the recommendations are from your
Well, I try to practice what I preach.
And you stay active.
I stay very active.
Involved with this class.
I actually feel better now at this age than I did 20 years ago.
you stay involved with working at the Blue Claws?
Yes, I
You
have
stay
a
involved here with,
part-time seasonal job. I do things around the house. I would say I'm a handyman, but I do things for other people in the neighborhood, you
So
know.
what are some of the other things that the CDC recommends in order to increase longevity?
Well, you have to have a good life, okay? You don't want what some people now refer to as the rust years instead of the golden years, okay? But if you do nothing, that's what's going to happen. You're going to rust. And there are certain things that come with age, obesity, arthritis, dementia, but there are ways to work around these. And the best thing to do, of course, is to contact your healthcare provider and bring these things up when you see your doctor. And it's important to go to the doctor, I'd say at least once a year. I myself go every 3 months. I just like to stay ahead of something. My thought is if something I have, if I catch it early, I can deal with it rather than wait until it's too late.
I guess to some extent we have to change the mentality of many of the elderly people that we
Oh,
grew up
absolutely.
with who used
Yes.
to say, if I go to the hospital, I'm not coming
I'm
home.
not coming home,
If I
right.
go to the doctor, they're going to find something, whether there is something or not.
But there's so much we can do. First of all, your diet is very important. Now, I eat all the things I want to eat, but I eat in moderation. I still have ice cream and cake and all those goodies, but I eat less of it. I eat a lot more vegetables and fruit now than I ever did. I drink water. Can you imagine? I was a coffee drinker my whole life. Now I drink water and I cut back on my coffee intake and my blood pressure is pretty damn good.
Very good. Well, I hope this helps you change your, well, no, let's cut it off.
Change your attitude, yeah.
I can edit it,
Yeah.
so just,
We hope these comments that Jim provided today helped you. And living till 85, let's see if we can go to 100.
I'm with you. Let's do 100.
Okay, thank you and have a great day.
fantastic. That
Just a
was,
little chat back and forth. What was that, about
great.
7
8
minutes?
minutes.
Okay.
It was 8
But,
minutes.
you know, what I can do in the edit is, I have a lot of stock photos.
Yeah.
from-
Yeah.
Remember we did the series
Mhm.
from Monmouth County?
Yes.
I have all these stock photos of
Yeah.
active seniors that I can insert
Right,
as
right.
you guys are talking.
Can we add one little thing, if we have time, about getting testing when you're supposed to? I think that's on the second page.
We're still rolling, so
Okay.
let's keep it going.
So one of the things you can do for yourself to be active and proactive is to get testing when it's available to you and when it's appropriate. That's a mammogram, a colonoscopy, an eye test. There's so many things that can be taken care of relatively inexpensively. And that's another thing. If you talk to your doctor and you have to be honest with him and you say, is this medicine expensive? Is there another alternative? Many drug companies have programs that you can apply for. I did myself for a while, so that you can get the medicine at a lower discounted price,
Or in some cases free.
in some cases free.
In some
My
cases.
thought is if you don't ask, you don't get.
You don't get.
So when you go to the doctor, advocate, advocate, advocate for yourself and get tested.
Okay.